Project success questions. Well, my guy, Jack Miller. What do you do for a living, my guy?
So what I do for a living is I'm an audio engineer at Paramount Recording Studios in Los Angeles.
So, what did you major in college?
It's called Music Industry Studies. MIS is like the broad term for it. Well, that's the major. Cal Poly Pomona, and there's different routes you can go. Originally, I was going in there. I didn't really know what I wanted to do in music. I was like, of course, like I wanted to do the thing, like I wanted to be like an artist. So this industry, MIS at Cal Poly Pomona, offered so many routes like A&R, sync licensing, music and media, like for movies and TV and stuff, and or contracting and licensing if you want to go that route. Audio engineering is like that piqued my interest, and what that is like the actual job of like making it sound good, like all the technical stuff. Like I'm at the giant board at a computer, I'm recording the artist or the instrument or whatever is being played, and I mix it and through a software like Pro Tools, Logic, whatever. And yeah, so I was like, okay, I think that's for me. So yeah, that's what I went to school for, and that was about took me 4 years.
That was actually my next question. How many years did you attend? So 4 years.
4.5, because when I was in school, COVID happened, and also in my school it used to be quarter system, and halfway through transferred to semester, so it messed with all of my units, and yeah, it prolonged my stay a little bit, which worked out perfectly actually.
College stuff right there.
Yeah, for real.
Did you intern anywhere?
Oh yeah, man, that was actually one of the requirements to graduate. So you're technically only required to do one internship, and for your senior project, like your final project to graduate, you could either do an album, you could do a launch plan for a band, like if you're A&R, for example, have a whole score for a movie, or you could just intern more. I first interned at this place called the Dope Spot. It was actually where we met.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I was interning there, and it was for a live show, and you were actually performing. Yeah. So, damn, that was 2020?
No, that was 2019.
Are you serious?
It's been that long.
Man, intern there at the Dope Spot, and actually it was it was cool, but also it was free labor for that dude. I was doing sessions for him, mixing. It was a great learning experience because it got my foot in the door with a kind of home style boutique studio where I'm actually doing a hand in everything. He had me set up for live sound and run the live sound at the shows that they would hold, from running Pro Tools and recording and mixing people.
Yeah.
I was doing all of it, man. I was running his business for him essentially.
So yeah, my next question: were you working while you were in college?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I actually had a job on campus too. And they had music studios on campus. So they needed people to run the studios whenever the tech that actually maintains all the equipment, the board and the computers and all the synthesizers and instruments and everything.
Yeah.
The microphones, all of it. So whenever he was gone, I was his assistant. So I would do the night shift, and I would just literally be in charge of studios. So I had free studio time to just practice my stuff, practice my chops, mix my music, or I'd bring some friends in and we'd record something on the fly because everything's already set up.
Exactly.
My job was make sure everything was working, because a lot of these are students, so they don't know the first thing, or they're there learning.
Mm-hmm.
So I was the guy they would go to have any questions answered.
Yeah.
So it was perfect for me because it was I'm already want to be an audio engineer, so this is just the best way to learn is by teach. Mm-hmm. So I was okay, great. I'm getting paid to do this, and it's just benefiting me. So that was my job while I was also interning. And that's why I was able to do no pay for 2 years, because it just so happened as soon as I was done with my classes, it worked out perfectly. Okay, then I just go to the music studio on campus and just work. And then when it was time to go intern, I do there. So everything I was doing was still related to school the whole time. It just so happened I was able to figure out a perfect ecosystem for myself.
Yeah.
Where I was really utilizing the school to the best of my ability. Mm-hmm. And it worked out perfect.
So you've always been in music, huh?
I mean, yeah, ever since I was my parents introduced me into this African drum circle when I was 4 years old, at some church. Yeah. And that was my very first experience with music, making something.
So this is pretty much the career that you envisioned for yourself already since a youngin'.
yeah, I wanted to be a DJ, and then over time I was just like, I want to like do hip hop, and then I was like, oh, I want to produce, and then I was like audio engineering, and now it's like in my free time, like I'm actually producing in audio engineering, like for work, which is great. But when it comes to like the band stuff, like that's like passion.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I didn't even mention that, but that's why this interview is a little weird, because I know this guy through and through. This is my best friend and my bandmate right here.
Yeah.
But that's going to segue to my next question. So since you did all that through all those years, how does it feel to be working with the artists that you used to listen to as a kid, man, as a teenager?
Oh, circle, bro. Like, yeah, a full circle moment, man. Like, I remember, like one of the biggest sessions, to me at least, like one of my favorite was like Pierre Bourne, because I was like, and I was working with him for like a solid like month, like locked in a room with him like every day, and we go in there and he's like, his album's still not out yet, but Made in Paris is coming out still.
Oh yeah.
And I had a hand in that. Yep. So I was like, and I was remember listening to, like, for myself was like probably T-Lop 4 for me. Yeah. And then like I didn't listen for a minute, but then like when I was hanging out with you, you were like heavy with it. Yeah. You're playing 5 more. And I was like, oh, I forgot about Pierre. I was like, this is one of the dudes that got me into producing. So working with him for a long time. When I had that 2 years with Metro Boomin, another big producer that like got me into making like beats. Movie. Yeah, I had a
Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, the second Spider-Verse movie, I was a part of that, so that was dope. His Heroes and Villains album that got him like where he is, like that transition of him being like a household name rather than just like a big name, like you know, the difference of producing. Like I was a part of that. Right now I'm with Wiz. I've been with Wiz for a couple years now. So, and I worked from like modern day people too, like Rich Amiri to Destroy Lonely to Ken Carson.
Facts. I don't even listen to those people, but I know you youngins be listening to that.
Osama-san. Kid Cudi was a really fun one.
Yeah, that was cool. You told me about that.
Yeah, I fucking love Kid Cudi.
That's our guy.
I love Kid Cudi. Lil Wayne a couple times.
That's my guy.
Yeah. That's why I said that one for you. A lot of people, man. Like a lot of people. Honestly, too many to count. Lil Uzi. Travis. Anyways, I'm just name dropping.
He's name dropping, but it's facts. You know what I mean? He's modest, but he's very, very humble. But I'll be telling him, yo, man, we doing an interview. Let him know what you're doing, because it'll probably inspire these youngins.
But I'm proud of it, man.
100%.
It's a lot of work, man. Like,
you should be.
It wasn't easy, and it's still not easy. Like, there's times where just like, man, do I even want to do this anymore? Just for the fact, like, the hours. The hours are ridiculous. It's like, and like, if you want to be a relationship, it's very hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard. Having said that, like, I wouldn't change it for the world, because like, it's such a blessing to be able to do
what you love.
What I love, man. It's like, it's not just a hobby anymore, it's my job, but it doesn't feel like a job.
That's the best.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a job.
It's like you're just in there doing what you usually already do.
Yeah.
That's great, because it segues to my my last questions, and then it's not really a question, but more like advice for my classmates on their goals. It doesn't have to necessarily be on the music end, because you know what I mean, everyone has their own path, but I feel like from someone who's, you know, was a college student for 4.5 years, did internships, and to see where you at now, I feel like you'd be the best person to ask for some advice on what tips you could give to these students.
What worked for me was consistency. Keep showing up, even on the days, especially on the days, fuck this, I don't want to do it. Because that's what separates the people that make it.
Yeah, and that's the main thing, just showing up. That's step number 1, just show up.
Something I learned quite recently is like, one moment from like even a year ago with one interaction can change your life. Having said that, this two experiences I had over a year ago for 6 hours at a time, I stood out so much just for being me and doing what I do effectively from all the hard work I've done by sticking to it no matter what. I'm getting huge offers to be in charge of like the head engineer at this place. Great pay. It's like, if I got that, like, bro, that's life changing. And I'm still in the infancy of all of it if I really look at the big picture of it. And the fact that these random things are happening, you never know. Just all I get to do is show up the best I can from all the hard work I've done in every single session, put my best foot forward, come with a good mentality, be there for the person as well, make them feel seen and heard, because that's what we all want at the end of the day. And
Communication.
Communication. No, seriously, no, communication. Like, be a very personable, be professional, and have fun too. At the same, you could be all of it at once, and that's what made people stand out.